Hi, welcome to the How Do I video series on Microsoft Dynamics NAV 2015. My name is Mark Brummel and I'm an MVP for Microsoft Dynamics NAV. I will be presenting how do I embed instructions in the user interface in Microsoft Dynamics NAV 2015. This video is made in collaboration with Plataan, a Microsoft Dynamics Learning Center from Belgium, and Microsoft. At the end of this video, you will have a better understanding of how to use the embed instructions in the user interface pattern and when to implement it in Microsoft Dynamics NAV 2015. The objective of this video is to first look at design patterns as a concept, and after that we will look at the embed instructions in the user interface pattern. Design patterns are common solutions or best practices to solve problems. This is a well-known concept in computer programming and can therefore be applied to Dynamics NAV as well. This video is part of a series around design patterns in Dynamics NAV, and during this video I will reference to other patterns and videos. In this video we will be going through 3 easy steps. In step 1, meet the pattern, we will look at the simplified UI, the goals of this pattern and the alternatives. In step 2, know the pattern, we will look at the steps to implement the pattern, and in step 3 we will deep dive in the design of the pattern in Dynamics NAV 2015. The simplified UI was first introduced in Dynamics NAV 2013 R2. The goal is to make the product more intuitive to use for smaller companies. To accomplish this, a number of new design patterns were introduced, of which embedding instructions in the user interface is a very important one. Embedding instructions in the user interface will make it easier for end users to start exploring the software and make them less dependent on consultants and classroom training. So let's have a look at the structure of the pattern. The pattern consists of 5 parts, and we will be going through each part in detail. The first part is the dismissible dialog. This is implemented whenever users make expected or frequently reported errors. The user has the option to dismiss the message, never to be shown again. An example is implemented in the sales documents of the small business application. If a user enters a description in a sales line without typing an item number, the system will show a message telling the user that to sell a product you must first select an inventory item or a service item in the item number field. The user has the option to show the instruction again if he makes the same mistake, or to never display the message again. If we select show the instruction again and we make the same mistake, the message will pop up again. If we disable the message and we do it again, the system will ignore the dialog. The second part of the pattern is instructional text using fast steps. The difference with dismissible dialogs is that this cannot be disabled and is more fluently integrated in the user interface. It will always show. An example is implemented in the Navigate page. If we open the Navigate page and, for example, change the document number, the system shows a notification that the filter has been changed and to use the find to update the list of related entries. Then we have help tiles. They are situated on the role center and help the user to get started with the application the first time they use it. There are two types of help tiles. The first type are videos, and the second type is online help references. If we select one of the videos, a video will start playing. If we select a help tile, the online help is displayed if the help server is installed. Because the intention is to only have them present for the user in a short period to learn the application, it is possible to hide the tiles once they are no longer required. When the user first starts up the Small Business Role Center, the system will also start playing the instructional video. Dynamics NAV uses the dismiss dialog pattern to save that the video is shown and will never show it again after the first time. Another part of the pattern is tooltips. They have been available in Dynamics NAV ever since the Windows version was introduced and are a great help for end users. They are implemented throughout the small business application and explain the users all the options they can use in the application. The last part of the pattern is providing task-oriented help for each process. Each page has a help option that shows a help page with detailed walkthroughs. Let's see how this works in Dynamics NAV 2015 from an object perspective. We'll start with the dismissible dialogues. This is implemented in the Small Business Role Center and the sales document. When the Role Center opens, the system automatically checks if the video was displayed. This is done in the code unit Mini Get Started Management. The system checks a table Mini User Removed Instructions if a record exists that matches a text constant. If the table is empty, the video will be shown to the user. Activating the video is done using a client add-in. This client add-in, called PageReady, uses an event called add-in ready. This event is triggered if the page is completely loaded. It will start playing the video on the first login, and it will automatically set the video to be played even before the video is shown. This prevents the video from being shown more than once. Another example is in the sales document. In the onValidate of the description field, the Mini Instruction Management code unit is executed using the function showCreateLine instruction. In this function, if the item number is blank, the system will show a warning message. NAV uses str menu to check if the user wants to see the message again or not. If the user selects not to see the dialog again, a record is stored in the table using the same mechanism with a text constant. Please note that in the standard Dynamics NAV application, the user cannot undo any of the actions. A system administrator has to come in and delete the record in the table in order for the messages to be shown again. The fast tab with instructional texts are implemented in the Navigate page. They are much easier to use than the dismissible dialog and are less disruptive for the user. To display the message, a fast tab is added with a notification caption. There are no fields in the tab. The field is toggled by a boolean, and the boolean is set in a function filter selection changed. This function is called whenever we want to display the notification. The notification message itself is an instructional text on the fast tab. The help tiles are implemented in a special way as part of the activities page. Even though they are tiles, they are control actions with an image. This is a list of all the action tiles that can be used. The tooltip is displayed to help the user explain what the tile does. There are two ways to use the tiles. You can put in AL code. If you put in AL code, this will be executed as done with the video tiles. If you don't put in any code, the system will automatically generate a URL and display the help server pages. Note that in the Windows client the tiles do not work and the video tiles are hidden by default. It is relatively easy to make the videos visible in the Windows client, and even though they are still not shown as a tile, you can start the video by pressing the link. The tooltips are implemented on the pages. Each field has a tooltip that explains to the user what to do with the field or with the action. They are a lot of work to add, but in a repeatable world they will make it much easier for your customers to get started with the system. Lastly, the task-oriented help. This is completely outside of the Dynamics NAV objects. They are stored in the help server and displayed as ASP pages using URLs. In this video we have learned how to embed instructions in the user interface in Microsoft Dynamics NAV. Thanks for watching. I'm looking forward to seeing you again in another episode of the How Do I video series for design patterns in Microsoft Dynamics NAV 2015.